Hey folks, how you doing? My name is Kurt. I'm here with Magic Emily. It is Tuesday, so you know what day it is. It is Featured Friday, and if we got a message for you, we need a hero. Did I go over? I think I'm under 5 seconds. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Folks, what is in a hero image? Everyone needs a hero image, and so sometimes we're tempted to just say, hey, this is how you do this. This is how you build this form. This is how you do whatever. Today, we want to say, yeah, everyone needs a hero. You need a hero image on your site, but it's more important than just saying we need it for design's sake. We want to think about, like, how do we convert people? How do we drive conversions? How do we give them a call to action? How do we limit the calls to action in our website so that we can funnel people where we want them to go? And I don't think there's too many people in the LifterLMS circles that are better at this than Magic Emily. So I'm going to turn it over to Magic Emily Middleton, and she can share with us what it's like to make an effective hero section in LifterLMS.
Thank you, Kurt. So heroes are so important. They're the first thing people are going to see when they come to your website. Some people put their hero above their header. You can see on my website, I have my header up here. My header is comprised of my site logo, or in this case, my site title, my navigation, and a call to action button. But really, this is our hero section down here. We have a heading, we have some text, we have a call to action, and we have a video. Optimizing your hero for conversion is super duper important. Me and Kurt were looking at a website earlier today that was very high performant. It wasn't formatted. It wasn't built out. It wasn't styled, but you know what they had? They had a call to action and a video, and they were converting tons of money. And so this is a really, really, really important area. If you spend any time building your website, any time thinking about this stuff, your hero is the area you want to spend probably 90% of your time over time, because you have your content built out, you have your sales pages built out, but this area is where most people are going to leave. They're going to see your headline, they're going to choose whether they're going to move forward, whether they're inspired, or they're going to leave. The video gives you an opportunity to capture people for longer. In this case, we have a 6-minute video. And so having that video opportunity for people to engage, you can see this video has a great thumbnail, and then it rolls right into the content. But building your hero can be done in a couple of different ways. Let's edit the page and see how this one was done. Clicking the plus button and going into patterns. I'm using aircraft from LifterLMS, and so there is a section here, aircraft hero, and there's one available. That's the one that you see here, where we have a headline, some text, and a call to action. You might want to modify this section a little bit. You might not have a video right away. You might want to do an image. You might want to do a graph, something evocative to get people to click that button. In this case, our hero section takes us to view all courses. On this website, I have a bunch of courses, like 20 courses, and there's a membership you can get that includes all the courses. But you want that call to action to be as specific as possible. So before people even come to your website, whether they came from your YouTube channel, your social media, or a search that they put into Google, or even nowadays, people can get recommended your website from AI. So whatever their intention was before they come to your website, we want this hero section to match their intention so that they feel like it's a natural progression from I was searching how to do XYZ on Google or courses about how to build a site with LifterLMS. They come into my website here where it says create generational wealth, and you can learn how to use LifterLMS. We want it to match their intention from where they came from, and that call to action to be as specific as possible. If you can have that call to action take them directly to checkout, that is probably going to be the easiest way to go. You're going to have as little decisions as possible, and you can jam pack your page with testimonials and all kinds of things. But this section, this hero, is going to be super important. And that's really it about heroes, is that we have aircraft where you can build this style out of the box, and Elementor, Cadence, Astra, Etch. There are a bunch of products that have these hero section templates. I would recommend auditing them yourself and finding which one speaks to your brand and which one feels the easiest to fill in for you. What do you think, Kurt, when you visit a website of a client or you're thinking about building a hero for your own website? Where does your brain go?
Well, my brain, again, when I'm looking at client websites, is I'm trying to almost take an inventory of messages that they promote on the homepage. I've been guilty of this in the past, and my goodness, clients certainly are. It's they use terms like above the fold, below the fold, and things like that. And so the hero image, is everything above the fold. So we want to keep people from scrolling down. So what do they see when they first get to your site before they scroll? And it should just be really just one, maximum two calls to action. When I say maximum, sometimes up in the header, off to the top right corner, maybe there's a button there that says, book a call or schedule a call or view our courses or something, right? But then in the hero image will be something like check out this specific course or it's something. And to me, that's max, absolute max on what you want to put above the fold on your homepage for your hero area. Way too many clients fight me on this. They say, well, I want to make sure I get everybody. Like, so if they want more information, click this button. If they want to schedule a call, click this button. If they want to submit a form on the contact page, submit this button. Click here to view other videos. Click here to, I'm like, stop. You've got way too many options in the top 25% of your homepage. You've got to lighten the load and give people a very focused call to action that they can execute. And then, it's up to you to kind of nurture that virtual relationship and get them to scroll, get them to go down, get them to find the other information, refer them to deeper concepts inside your site. But if you confuse them right at the top of the homepage, you're going to lose them for sure. They're going to get overwhelmed and just bail out and bounce.
Yeah. It's just so, you know what? I'm thinking about this nowadays, and you might see me take this action in the future, but I might even eliminate my header and put my header options below my hero on the homepage. I've seen some people do this, and I've been awfully inspired by their design, but I'm working in my own business on matching intention from where they came from and where I'm going to take them to. So there's a lot to think about here, but it's simple to format, hard to get the messaging right. But this is an area you really want to give a lot of intention to on your website.
Well, and just like Bonnie Tyler says, everyone needs a hero. So, folks, that's kind of it. Short and sweet today. Hopefully, if you like this, go check out some of the other Featured Fridays that we have in our YouTube channel. Come along and follow us on Facebook. And we will see you next time on Tuesday for Featured Friday. Have a wonderful day.